Everybody please give it up for Marrron! That's the noise I make when I see something that I like. It's like a I'd like you to engage and participate. I think it's a lot more fun. So what I'm going to invite you to do is I'd like to learn a little bit more about... Are those nachos? I fucking love nachos. We'll come on to that. I thought they were. I could spot nachos a mile off. I'm a little bit distracted now. I'm like a dog when it comes to food and nachos. But what kind of noise people, beautiful people of Brunswick, have come out on a Monday night sacrificing, there could be dozens of activities that you could do other than come to Brunswick. That's okay, so that's where you see something you like, yeah? So whatever everyone else, so after the count of three, can you, as loud as you possibly can, make the sound of something when you get really excited, when you see something you like. 1, 2, 1. So excited, it's beautiful. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's great, isn't it? That's lovely. Thank you very much. Nick, could you give us a 1 minute warning, please, when it's time to go? So my name is Marrron. It's got 3 R's in it. So, but
Where?
Where?
Yeah.
Where's it got the 3 R's?
Yeah, they're like all in a row.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's a good question actually. M-A-R-R-O-N. Because it's like the lion that exists within, that I feel exists within all of us as well. So, what's I going to talk about tonight? Food seems to be a bit of a topic. So what I decided to do back in March was to come and do these open mics for no particular reason other than like a fear of being on stage, a fear of being visible. And I thought, okay, so as I was lying there on the sofa, probably had a few pot noodles and had fiddled with myself a couple of times. I kind of thought, can you relate to that? Have you often done that? Both of those in combination? Really good fun. Guilty, thank you. Thank you.
Pot noodle and a fiddle.
Pot noodle and a fiddle, this is what it's all about. And that's Mr. David Medicine who's going to be maybe doing some beatboxing about. Yeah. Would you do pot noodles and masturbation?
Maybe,
that work?
Yeah.
That could be a fun thing. You never admit to a pot noodle, but on the other side, that's sort of quite something we'll do it right, but just not on the bus, not again. So let's talk about, it's like overcoming this fear of kind of doing this. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm not here to make anybody laugh. Don't know how you feel about that. Takes a little bit of pressure off. So you mustn't laugh whatever happens tonight, the next 7 minutes, something like that. So I would like to talk about feeling this a bit of a calling. For anybody that's been on stage, you probably experienced that, a desire to do a particular thing, to perform, to write your music, to play it in front of crowds. And it's always a little bit edgy initially, so at least. So this is what I was playing around with, as well as myself at that particular time. So wanting to explore that. But there's always this fear, and there's this fear that plays out. I feel, certainly for me, has been a big part of this journey, is that it comes around to a Monday and Nick puts the thing in the group. There's always this part of me, it's like, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. And this fear keeps me safe. This is why we've evolved to have fear. But fear doesn't always, this thing that holds us back doesn't always equate to happiness. So been exploring that a little bit. Because not only is it fear, but there's part of me that wants me to eat those nachos over there. I mean, you've had them for about, I've just been observing you, not as a kind of, more than the nachos, anything else. Are they going to get, what's happening with them?
I just was really enjoying what was on stage. And
Okay. So it's just like, you're just enjoying it so much?
No, you, not the nachos.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I can kind of multitask. But I can kind of have a little idea. Because there's part of me that actually loves to eat stuff like that. Can anybody guess? There will be a prize. There's one person in the room knows the answer to this, but there is a prize for guessing what I woke up in the middle of the night and my cupboards are fairly bare, but I managed to find something to eat. Can you?
Pot noodle.
Pot noodle. If only pot noodle would be the equivalent of nouvelle cuisine, Gordon Ramsay style, compared to what I ended up consuming in its entirety. Anyone else want to guess?
Tin of sardines.
Tin of sardines. That would be, again, cut above what I ended up eating.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Oh, actually, not toothpaste. Things weren't quite that bad, but in the dark, if you were, I could put it down to like
Tomato puree.
fucking. Come on! Tomato puree! Yeah. That is awesome. Well, we've never met before, have we?
This is the first time.
This is the first time. Can you believe that? Tomato puree straight in.
First time, John.
First time. Is exactly it. So well done. Thank you for that. And that was, to give you an idea about, so I've got a bit of an addiction to food. Alcohol and drugs I've never had a big issue with, but food's a funny thing.
Honestly, it's all done.
Really?
Yeah.
Love that.
Help yourself, they've gone a bit cold. But, you know that sound? What was I talking about? I've actually forgotten. Tomato puree, thank you. So I was kind of doing that. To give you an idea of my food addiction, my favourite thing, I don't go out Saturday nights and go crazy on the beer anymore. But I've still got this thing. It's how rude of me, I'll just better finish eating this nacho before I carry on. And I like kebabs. Who likes kebabs here? Can you make a sound of a giraffe cheating at cards? Okay, that's pretty good. So, some kebab eaters here. But there's a special type of kebab. Some people prefer, you can get, what sort of kebabs can you get? You get chicken doner, lamb doner, what other ones?
Shisha.
Shisha.
Vegan shisha.
Vegan shisha. Very nice too. And there's a particular type of kebab they don't advertise that I particularly enjoy. It's a kebab that's been on the floor. You can imagine what that tastes like. But it's got to be dirty, so that's something I'm working on. Yeah. So what would you like to talk about? Anything. Throw anything at me. Not literally. Swimming. Okay. So who likes swimming here?
Yeah.
Likes swimming. It's good. Who's been in the sea?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago. It's pretty good, isn't it? There's you have to watch out though for the sewage they pump out. You do. You got to watch out for that. So, what can we talk about swimming in relation to swimming? Just wondering. It's a bit hot with this hat on. Do you see what it's? It's not a real Donald Trump hat. Okay. Make the world great again. So this is what we're here to do, I think. Swimming, yeah. Do you want to see my pants?
Yeah.
Shall we? I just better check if I'm wearing pants. Yeah. How about that?
There you go.
That? That is quite an impressive sound. Louis, you particularly enjoyed that. That's good. That's excellent. So,
Marrron, this is your 1 minute warning.
okay. So I've got a little idea. I don't know if I'm the only person here that's kind of got this fear of being visible. And each time I do this, it gets a little bit easier. And what's the worst that can happen? Brunswick's a very nice, inclusive place. They don't tend to throw fruit around. Could I invite everybody to stand up, if you're happy to do that, and just take part in a little experiment? So if you put your arms out to the side, without knocking anyone over or knocking your nachos over, because I've got my own eyes. What I like to do, it just feels really powerful. The words we use can have a really profound effect on how we feel and using our body in this way. So I'd just like to say after me, in the count of 3, here I am. Just see how that feels. 1, 2, 3.
Here
I am. One more time.
Here
Here I am. And that's it, here we are. And what have we got to be afraid of? We're beautiful as we are. This is the message that I'd like to get across. And as you're still standing up, I'd like to do this exercise, I often finish with, it's about telling that voice in ourselves that we're not good enough, we're not tall enough, I can't do this, I can't do that. So, on the count of 3, I'm going to say, my name is, you're going to join in, my name is, and then you put your name in. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Sound good? Yeah. Should we do that, people? Yeah? Because we're all good enough, right? So, 1, 2, 3. My name is David. And if you don't like it, fuck you. One more time. Let's get it going, people. My name is.
If you don't like it, fuck you.
Okay, thank you very much. I've been Marrron. Bless you. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Everybody, give it up for Marrron!
Thank you, Marrron.